Okay. Does this work? Checking numbers. Checking numbers. Checking numbers. Checking numbers. Test, test. 1, 2. Hello. Is the stream okay? This stream looks okay. This stream looks okay. I think everything's good. Stream looks fine. Great. Because I'm doing something silly. I am currently streaming to Twitch twice on the same network. Don't worry about it. No, I will worry about it. I'm glad nobody trusts me. Okay, how is it going? Hello, Hop. You are still awake. Congratulations. Miss Mistress Top? Okay. Mistress being gross. Almost time for shift. Yeah! Hop and I were working together on the 2 to 6 a.m. shift over at Zeldathon. Okay, good evening. Good evening, y'all. I believe the stream is going okay. I also believe that the stream on twitch.tv/Zeldathon is also going okay. So this is good. Flying confirmed vampire? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I mean, it's not inaccurate. I am not a daywalker. I said good evening. Oh, true. I should take a photo of my of my desk currently. Unfortunately, my phone is charging. Oh, hey, Hop. I see you posting. I see you posting in other chat. I have both chats open. just in case somebody yells, "Hey, the stream is dying," in one of them. Doesn't matter which one, I'm gonna have to answer it. When does your segment start on replay? Take whatever time your segment was at 12 hours. Also, like a day. Flying check DMs. I did. You sent me a photo. I'm not sure what this photo is of. Oh, the reason you're not in bed, you're too lazy to make your bed or fix things. Yeah, that's incredibly fair. Um, oh, ad breaks start in a minute. Okay, cool. Getting the weighted blanket into the covers is very annoying. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. If only I could be over there to be your weighted blanket. Bingo started at 58 hours in. Okay, okay. This is why we have the timer on screen. This is why we love the timer. Having just a static number counting up. Ad break is starting at right about now. Ba-ba-do-ba-ba-do-boop. Is so good for the editing team, for the doc team also. The timer in the top right hand corner of Zeldathon is so great. Is wonderful, fantastic. Why is Twitch not playing ads for me? Twitch, play ads. By the way, I have the Zeldathon stream playing out of the speakers of my monitor. I have 3 monitors on my desk. 2 of them are currently connected to my main desktop. One of them is connected to my side. Oh, there we go, ads. Is connected to my editing desktop. And that monitor has the audio of the stream playing out of it. Yeah, the restream started at like 2 minutes, 3 minutes past midnight. Oops, sorry. Ooh, trans heart. Oh, adorable. That's so cute. I need to freaking subscribe to Mild's channel so I can get all these goat emotes. Ah, boy. Okay. Good. No, wait. We're still in the ad break. It's not good evening yet. 10 a.m. on Friday. That sounds good. That sounds right. It sounded like bingo would be a 10 p.m. segment and therefore a 10 a.m. segment on a replay. Well, like, the other thing is, I think in a week, my Twitch Prime sub uh gets reset again. I don't know where it is currently. I don't remember who currently has my Twitch Prime sub. I'm gonna check because I'm curious. Subscriptions. I am subscribed with a tier 3 subscription. Whoa, that's shocking. Oh, it was to Mayo. Huh. That checks out. That makes sense. Doing your own recap / rewatch. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not going to. If you have any questions about Zellathon, just like ask me at any point. But you're a hermit. So real, so true, fish. It's not the best time to like come at me with that because I did just return from like the biggest social event I will have in months. And I should really like try and be more social, try and hang out with more friends. Especially cuz Maeve lives nearby. I can't next year. Ooh, melty mode is pretty good. Anyway, hello, everyone. Welcome to whatever the hell this is. I call these streams the Cozy Scriptwriting Corner. I don't know why. That's just the title I gave it. That's what we got. I needed a title. Oh shoot, you know what I didn't do during the prep of my stream? I didn't put the freaking VTuber on the screen. Ugh, give me a sec. Give me a minute. I'm a bad streamer. Video labs. New scene file. Import 008. There we go. Hello. It should be live. Why is it not live? Oh, because it was hidden. Because I had it set up for whatever game I was playing yesterday where it auto hides. All right, hello. This is the Cozy Scriptwriting Corner, I guess that's what I call it. There's a new character. There's a new character for Blood on the Clock Tower. I leave for a week. And they decide we're going to drop a new character. And then we're going to drop like 4 more new characters soon after. Like, come on, devs. Do I have a gain on my mic? I do not. Okay, great. Is the new character the Titanic? No, the new character is the Hermit. Guess what? It's a lighthouse. It's the opposite of the Titanic, I think. Maybe, I don't know. That doesn't really work how that works. The Hermit reads, you have all outsider abilities. -0 or -1 outsider. I don't like the ending part. It should be like -? Outsider. That's my take. Unfortunately, they've already printed all the tokens. So they're not going to change it this month. Ogre drunk. We're not getting there yet. Also, we're gonna talk about how the hell does that work, fish? Oh right, I gotta open a bag. I got a bag with me. Excuse me, I'm gonna put the mic down and it's gonna make a bad noise. Hello, I've returned. Okay, hello, everyone. The Hermit. You have all outsider abilities. -0 or -1 outsider. What does this mean? It means that as you're playing the game, you're gonna have to deal with whatever outsiders are on the script. Of course, there's a lot of outsiders. There's a lot of outsiders in Clock Tower. Um, I'm gonna see if there's more than 25. No, there's less than 25 outsiders. However, there's a lot. It means you're very cute. What is that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Mild? Anyway, um, where the heck is the wiki? Excuse me, I'm opening up the wiki. Tell me about the Hermit. Um, the so here's the hello Leica. We're talking about the Hermit. You have all outsider abilities. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that you get all of the abilities of every outsider that is on the script. Who the heck is Leica? That's Perry's name. I call Astro Perry Leica. Don't worry about it. There's an interesting thing though. There's a lot of different abilities. This game has a bajillion abilities because there's a bajillion characters in it. And some of the abilities don't work together. I like a pet name. No, that's Button. I call her Button. Something like the Butler, who reads, "Each night choose a player, not yourself. Tomorrow you may only vote if they are voting for you." And the Zealot, if there are 5 more players alive, you must vote for every nomination. So, like, if you have both of these abilities, one says you can't vote unless something else happens, and one says you must always vote. So, what do you do? Well, the website, the official rules of the game says if outsider abilities clash, make up a rule. Do it yourself. Fix it. Fix your own freaking game. Which honestly, I kind of like. That's pretty cool. I think this game is like inspired by. I don't want to say inspired by. This game has the vibe of like a TTRPG of like a Dungeons and Dragons or whatever. Oh, thank you very much, Leica, for making sure your key smash is password accurate. I kind of like this. However, there's some other shit I don't like. There, there's a tangent that I could go on here, and I don't know if I should do it tonight, but I'm gonna do a quick preview of it because the Hermit comes with a very weird ability, a very weird edge case. According to the rules of the game, the Hermit may remove the Hermit from play during setup, resulting in one less outsider than normal. This breaks every single like every single bit of ruling that this game has had in the past of like they've been going on the right track. They've been removing things like Marionette Recluse, where it's like, oh, abilities don't work unless they're in play and the game has started. But this just throws that shit out the window. Okay, so here's my take. Here's the conversation I want to have sometime. What is the official rules of the game? What should the official rules of the game like tell us players? And what should be unofficial? What should be like suggested like optional house rules. Because like this is a thing that I feel is very weird with Sarah Novus and Goblin. I know it's very fun. Hello, Palm. Excuse me, I'm going to finish my thought. I know it's very fun for the Jinx. There's a custom Jinx here where the Sarah Novus can make someone make someone like pretend that they're a goblin, despite the fact that the goblin is not a good character. This is a house rule that has been upgraded into an official rule. Like what do you mean? I don't like that. This, yeah, okay. If you tell me this is an optional rule, I would be fine with it. This is just a silly rule that they made because they wanted to be silly. I don't like it. I don't. This is like I am fine with a game saying make it up on your own. Make up your own rules. I'm fine with that. This song does not. I can't think over this song. This one's also too quiet. There we go. But when you're taking your own house rules and saying everybody got to play by this, I mean, I guess that's what a board game is. That sure. I don't know. I don't have fully formed thoughts yet. Anyway, I have to thank Palm and whoever else has joined the raid. Thank you, Palm, for the subscription. Thank you, Astro Perry, for the subscription. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the monies. Thank you. We have a hype train for some reason. If you want fancy emotes, do that. I guess. Also, I think like somebody just followed or something. No, somebody put the channel mascot. That's what's up. Where are we? It's yeah, that's my rant about house rules and things. Anyway, we have a lot of outsiders. We have a lot of freaking outsiders in this video game. Which means that there are a lot of freaking combinations that the Hermit can make. That the Hermit can just like be a menace for. There are a lot of different clashes. Oh, right. I never finished the example. They give an example here of what you might want to do. But guess what? Hey, guess what? This stream right here, despite being called the Cozy Scriptwriting Corner stream, we're not going to write any scripts today. We're not going to do any script writing today. We're going to talk about outsiders. We're going to talk about all the combinations. We're going to talk about all these clashes that are coming in. We're going to talk about what the heck do you do with the Hermit. Because there's a lot of interesting things you can do with the Hermit. I've already lost my train of thought. I like the Yoshi music. I'm gonna follow someone else's thoughts. This is specifically this one I'm gonna start with. This was created by someone on Reddit. They made a Google spreadsheet, which bless their heart, bless their souls. I love me a Google spreadsheet. And they went through character by character. This is Barber. And it looks at, does the Barber work with the Butler? Can you have both the Barber and the Butler's ability at the same time? Sure. Absolutely. I'll Google your spreadsheet. Oh my. With the fish. Keep it in the DMs. How does how does a character with both the barber ability and the damsel ability work? So, for your knowledge, the barber is if you died today, the demon may choose two players and swap them around. The damsel is a condition where if you're guessed, your team loses. So that's a bad interaction. It's not a game breaking interaction. It's just this could make the good team instantly lose interaction. So, like, this person says Hermit might add a barber, which I don't think that fixes it. My take is like, you don't need to fix it. My take is kind of don't put them together. What else can you do here? What else can you do with a hermit and a barber? No, hermit, barber, damsel. I mean, honestly, again, I don't think you need to do anything. I don't think you need to do anything here because swapped hermit is drunk. Maybe like it disables the damsel's ability. Only the first hermit has the damsel's ability. But here's the thing. I just kind of don't think it'll happen. Drunk is funny. Golem. Swapping the hermit back in causes another golem punch. A fantastic. A great. Anything, yeah, Goon Barber is bad. Goon Barber is ooh. This one says funny, and it's like, no, this one's rough. This one, you need an automatic Spirit of Ivory. Only trigger barber swap on execution. Yes, that is how that works because you can't die at night if you're unless you get assassin killed. The player with the goon ability can't die at night. Well, I guess it could technically if they get like DA protected and then demon killed. It's just more difficult. Hatter every night plus. Oh gosh. If a player has both the Hatter and the Barber's ability, the evil team gets to swap, and then they also can keep that Hermit in play. That's mean. Oof. This is by the way, y'all, this is basically what the stream is going to be. We're just going to read through this. We're just going to think about every single interaction in this freaking game. Woohoo. Heretic Barber. The demon can swap the hermit with evil players to learn if it's a heretic game or not. Heretic sucks. Heretic sucks in general. I do. So people talked about how the old version of the hermit used to just be you are the only outsider. And the thought that there could now be two heretic abilities in play is, a bit better. Barber swap cannot be used on players of different alignments. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good fix. I think there's a better one out there. if someone has both the barber and the heretic's ability, first of all, don't. That's a bad combo. If they do, just if Hermit, Heretic, and Barber on the script, the true answer is like, yeah, I kind of agree with what they say here. You can't swap an evil player with the player that just died. Whatever. Okay. I think I'm gonna jump forward because we gotta freaking talk about. I'm gonna jump all the way forward. I'm gonna talk about what everybody wants to talk about: the freaking drunk. So the drunk and the lunatic are the ones that are gonna have the most troubles because I've pulled up my copy of the physical game here. I want to talk about the think. I want to talk about the think terminology. In Blood on the Clock Tower, there is a mechanical term for the game that is called think. Thinking is a game mechanic, absolutely. Thank you, Fish. Think reads. The things are sliding. That it doesn't read. Sorry. Think reads. A player who thinks they are a different character receives a character token that does not match their true character in the grimoire. The storyteller pretends to this player that they are this false character. Now who's key smashing? I mean, I'll do that sometimes. Even in the real world. In the real life. You know that, like So here's my take. Let's talk about thinks. Because there are 3 roles in Blood on the Clock Tower that deal with the thinks keyword so far. We have the drunk, we have the lunatic, and we have the marionette. And marionette, both marionette and lunatic have some interesting implications. Because marionette, you think you are a good character, but you are not. Marionette starts the game as evil, but starts thinking that their alignment is good. If on a script, if on a script that has an imp, and the imp decides, I don't want to be the demon anymore. I'm going to pass the demon hood over to my minion. And the marionette becomes the new demon. There's this player that started off with a good token, started off thinking they were on a good team, and then they swapped over to the evil team, and oh goodness, I'm sorry, I'm being distracted by Malachi. What are you doing? Malachi Silverwolf. Yeah, what are you doing? What? Huh? Anyway, what was I talking about? Marionette. I'll explain that in time. What are they doing? She is sending me a script with a Hermit on it. And that is all I will say at the time, at the current point in time. Okay. What I was saying, marionette. You think you are a good character. They become the demon. Here's the thing that you can do as the storyteller. You can tell them you are the imp. Your alignment has not changed. This is a legal thing because their alignment hasn't changed. Which has some very interesting, like, I believe that's accurate, right? I kind of want someone to back me up on this. Also, thank you, Leica, for the distraction. Hello, Tune. Favorite body of water. What? One of the Great Lakes, I'm going to say. What was it again? I'm sorry. My brain is still recovering from charity marathon mode. What I wanted to talk about is the alignment of Think's characters. Because, like, you can lie to them. You can lie to the Think's characters as long as the storyteller pretends to this player that they are the false character they were given at the start of the game. So, one thing that I'm quite interested... It's like, should you, though? I agree of should you, though. But this was a question that I heard posed... I think it was posed on Script Notes earlier this week with Navian and Alejo. The question of, like, lunatic goon hermit or drunk goon hermit. Drunk is a little harder in my mind because you think you are a townsfolk character. You don't specifically think you are of a certain alignment. Lunatic, again, while it doesn't specify your specific alignment, that one's harder. That one makes more sense to not tell them, hey, you're a good imp now. I'm mild. I'm in the camp that if you have a lunatic goon, you don't have to tell them what team they're on. You don't have to tell them when they've swapped teams. You would? I wanted to get thoughts on this. I think you should still have to. Okay. Because I think part of the goon's ability... Oh, wait, hold on. Each night, the first player you choose with their ability is drunk until dusk. You become their alignment. The goon just says you become their alignment. I agree that your alignment changes. It makes sense to update the player on, hey, this is your alignment. That sounds accurate. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna read some more. But my thought is, does think trump that? Does the think ability or think mechanic mean you don't have to tell people? The game rule states that the player knows what their alignment is, except for the marionette, which is okay. Bleh. Hey, I just wanted to confirm with you that you were evil. Yeah, okay. That one's funny. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Better idea I just had, everyone. We have a script with a hermit, a goon, and a lunatic on it. Can you wake up the actual real demon and just remind them that they're on the evil team? I I think you absolutely could. And and then they might think that they're the hermits who's just who who just got picked and turned to the evil team. Oh, this game. That seems kind of mean. I love it. All right. Hermit, goon, lunatic, drunk, marionette. What do you mean by this? Okay, this is another question I want to say. I want to ask about lunatic, drunk. That doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. I've heard somebody have the fun thought of there's the thought of the little monster, where you can just show them you are a townsfolk, but you also are holding the demon every day. Um, Somebody had the thought of you start with the demon token and then you get snake charmed on the first night, which does not fulfill both of the requirements at this like simultaneously. But I do kind of like that. I'm wondering what this document says. Lunatic. You can't think you are a townsfolk and a demon at the same time. Hermit will have lunatic or drunk ability, but not both. That makes the most logical sense. Does anyone have any suggestions about other rulings, other thoughts on how do hermit lunatic, how do drunk lunatic, how can you think you are a townsfolk and a demon? Probably not. There's probably no reason. My brain immediately says, this is a new ruling. You see a minion token instead. No. Yeah. Oh, but either. Wait, hold on. Hold on, Hop. You're on a really good track. I like this a lot. If you get a hermit on a drunk and lunatic, uh, do outsiders say you know who you are or know you are the lunatic and similar? What do you mean by that? You think you are a demon, but you are not. The demon knows who you are and chooses you at night. I'll pull up Philo. And as well, I'll pull up Night Watchman first, actually, because that's the one I always think of. Oh, right. Night Watchman was changed wording. Um, okay. This is really interesting. The demon knows who you are. So here's the funny thing that I really like that I kind of want to write a script about sometime. I would custom rule it that if you have a hermit with the drunk and the lunatic's ability, they do see a townsfolk. However, they do think they are a townsfolk. However, the demon knows who you are and who you choose at night. Oh, my knowledge of the game would be that the demon has told you're the lunatic. I believe that's what happened. There was a game that I was the lunatic in, and I got a Philo lunatic that game. And I think Fish woke me up and was like, hey, this player's the lunatic now. because I already had a different lunatic. Am I misremembering this? This really flying is my Ludicolo. Hello, Dish. I am currently streaming on Twitch twice. Yay! I'm talking about Blood in the Clock Tower. What? Let me look at more clashes. Okay, here's another thing. Somebody was talking about a drunk ogre hermit with the ruling of every player has to pick someone at the start of the day, at the start of the first day, which I don't like, but also is a funny concept for a single script. It's also just, it takes ages. I think Alejo said on Script Notes, if you use the old ruling of Ogre, which I kind of like, the pre-release version of Ogre was that you had to pick a neighbor. And that would make it so much quicker in person for all of the players. Have to just, all right, point left to right. Here's another thing. Here's another interaction which I kind of want to write a script about. I think is very funny. Zealot drunk, where you don't know that you're an outsider. You don't know you have to vote, that according to the game, you have to vote every time. So I think the only thing I would do for that, I think I would absolutely let that happen. Just let that through. What I would do is I would tick the mathematician number up every time they don't vote. I want a script about that, where you can just let these clash happen. Well, welcome to the vibes. You can just let clashes happen between different characters, and if they happen, the mathematician learns this. Screw the mathematician in particular. Ooh, yeah, what would you do with Drunk Ogre? Yeah, I like that version. That one is a bit annoying. Having everyone pick is still going to be annoying. Well, actually, no, you just ignore it. You can send a card out to everyone. If like on the app, you can easily just like send a card to everyone simultaneously and just be like, "Hey, everybody pick a player for an ogre pick." Oh, this is a jam. Okay, what else is up? Butler. Butler doesn't work. Butler has the same problem as ogre. Actually, Butler is like worse of a problem than ogre, I would say. I want a custom rule for this one. I want a custom rule for this. Okay, so for our non-clock tower players, each night, choose a player, not yourself. Tomorrow, you may only vote if they are voting too. How do you make a version of this ability for a player who does not know that they have this ability? I okay, here's the script idea for me. Here's the script idea for me. Something like an organ grinder script where yeah, you can't choose a player is the problem. Mm. I don't yeah, I think this ability just does not work at all. Damn. Alternately, alternately, um what if no wait, that's just Puzzle Master. My thought was like, and when there's a hermit in the game, they see the hermit token. They don't think they're the drunk here, but another player is drunk for the rest of the game. But that's just Puzzle Master. Just make a Puzzle Master game. Or Sweetheart. Yeah, but Sweetheart's only after death. I do. I too kind of like a drunk klutz, drunk moonchild. Oh god. Oh wait, shit. Yo. Okay, another script idea. Another script idea, everyone. Hermit, drunk, moonchild, and then you go full BMR. You go like full BMR with this script. So players have to like do the math of like maybe I was actually the moonchild. Whoa. Mutant all good drinking abilities are caused by poison. What? All right, I'm not thinking about the drunk anymore. Except, okay, I will make a note that Alejo did make a funny script where they had Hermit drunk Golem and something else. I don't. Oh, Tinker. Of course it was Tinker. It was a very funny combination. Yeah. And the custom ruling for that script was if you nominate a player and the player you nominate dies, you cannot nominate anymore this game. Because that's the rule of the golem. The golem it gets only one nomination. Heretic becomes obvious as two golem punches occur. Oh. Huh. Well, don't put a golem and a hermit in the same game, but also don't put it on the same script. Maybe, probably on its own. Hermit can't nominate in a basement. What do you mean? Oh, a hermit damsel. A hermit with the damsel and the golem ability. Oh, that is mean. I mean, a hermit with the golem and the damsel ability would just nominate themselves, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? Okay. I am kind of winding down. I am kind of thinking that this stream might be like done already because I am getting EP vibes. Does anyone have any combinations they want to talk about before I do that? I also like the rulings that this person has of if you are a think scroll and you have a puzzle master in there, just give people just give people info, like clearly. While we are wrapping up the stream, I'm gonna remind people because my previous stream, kind of like disappeared. I had to kind of hide it off of Twitch, and it just went straight to YouTube. I'm trying out a stream, blowing the clock tower script writing contest. Because I feel like it. Message me if you or go to my Discord. Actually, go check out my Discord. If you want to submit, it's about one beautiful interaction. Tell me, make a script with an interaction of two characters you like. I got a script from Micah, which is going to be really fun to talk about on Thursday. I have a script from Hop, which I'm I'm not sure. I'm not sure what interaction he is trying to highlight. So, uh, you're in good hands. You think you said which? You said this. You started writing it based on this one interaction, but maybe it's just this general idea. Yo, like it, go for it. Throw some shit together. I love it. Yeah, I know. Leica made it home from Xylophon without we didn't get a big learning game of Blood on the Clock Tower together. Blah. You have like tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. Get your scripts in on tomorrow. We needed to do more Clock Tower. There were like 3.5 games. There were 3.5 games of Clock Tower at Xylophon, which is, more than I expected, sort of. Past marathons have only had one game happen. Well, I guess 1986 had two because we had a prep game and then we have the live game. Anyway, go check out my Discord. If you're interested in that, or just message me. I don't know. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in. Um, I will be back on Thursday for another stream. I'm going to talk about scripts that people have submitted. I'm going to talk about Micah's script. I'm going to talk about Hop's script. I might talk about anyone else who submits a script if they wish. I don't know. Oh yeah. Also, Mild.exe, wonderful cute girl who is a wonderful artist, has drawn all these emotes that you can see in chat. Is drawing another one over on Twitch. Go check out her channel. All right. Please do I challenge you to please write a script. All right. Am I gonna rate anyone? I'm gonna rate Zellathon. I'm gonna go from monitor 1 over to monitor 3. Thank you all for stopping by. I don't know. I'm tired. See you on the internet. Thank you, love you, bye. Hugs and kisses, all that. Ow, 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 ow.